like this. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh. Ooh. You guys. Ooh. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be trying out a brand that I've known about for years, but I have honestly never seen anybody post about this brand here on YouTube. In fact, when I was placing my order on the website, I just Googled Honest Beauty. That's the brand we're going to be trying. But I just searched Honest Beauty on YouTube. And besides the actual brand's videos, there really aren't that many talking about this brand. And it's kind of funny because, like I said, I've known about this brand for a really long time. My younger sister is absolutely obsessed with this brand. She's been a fan of it for years and she's always tried to get me to try it, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I finally thought, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and film with this brand. We're gonna see how it looks. The Honest Company was founded by Jessica Alba, and she has a ton of baby products, home supplies, like cleaning supplies and things like that. And the whole idea behind the brand is that it's clean ingredients. It's good for you, it's safe for your kids, and Honest Beauty is the makeup side of this brand. I went on the website and I literally bought everything. I bought one of everything. I'm gonna be doing a wear test. We're gonna go through the prices, what these products claim to do, and we're gonna see if they work. So I've already done my brows. Honest Beauty didn't have a brow pencil as far as I'm concerned. I didn't see one on the site. So I just used my Benefit brow pencil. I'm gonna start with complexion. We're gonna go into the Honest Beauty Everything Primer, and this is the glow version. This is one of my sister's favorite products, so I definitely knew I had to pick this up. Honest Beauty is apparently available at Target. I do not have a Target near me, so I do not know if they are available in stores or how much of the beauty line is available in stores, but it is sold at Target. I just picked it up off of their website directly. It's an award-winning primer that is designed to hydrate and smooth and prep skin in one simple step, infused with a botanical peptide hyaluronic acid. I love hyaluronic acid. And peony root. It delivers a gorgeous luminous complexion primed for perfection. Great. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over the skin. It definitely smells natural. You can tell that there's no synthetic fragrances in this, and it feels cooling on the skin, and it does feel so far like it's hydrating. I guess I should put a disclaimer in here. This is not sponsored. Honest Beauty has no idea that I'm filming this. It's kind of drying down tacky, which is a good sign when it comes to primer. That usually means that your foundation is going to adhere a little bit better. That's the Everything Glow Primer. It definitely gave my skin a little bit more of a healthy glow. It's not shimmery by any means. It just looks hydrated, if anything. Okay, so that's that. I also picked up a matte primer. This is their Everything Primer Matte. It is a newer product, I believe. It says apply all over face under foundation or concealer. It can be worn alone for a fresh, no makeup look. Oh, I've never worn a primer alone, but hey. We will definitely try it underneath makeup. I'm just going to apply this to the center of the face because that's where I typically have a little more shine throughout the day. So I'm just going to smooth this in the T-zone. Already I can feel that drying down. It definitely feels more matte than the other one, which I'm glad since it's the matte primer. I really like the new packaging. If you guys were familiar with this brand, I don't know how many of you guys are, but they recently repackaged everything. I bought some blotting sheets that have the old packaging on it. Hello. So that's kind of the old branding for this brand. They've recently changed it and I feel like everything is super cute. I love the peach. So when I opened the box, I was super excited. Packaging gets me every time. I love it. All right, that primer has set down. Let's move into foundation. So the foundation that they have is called the Everything Cream Foundation. I don't think I've ever used a cream foundation before, so this will be exciting. Let's see, it comes in 16 shades, it looks like, which is a pretty good shade range. I picked up the lightest shade. I did dip my finger in this. I have not applied it to my face yet, but when it came in the mail, I just wanted to see if the shade was right before I did a whole video on it. This is in the shade Snow. It has a really nice mirror in there, and then underneath, you get a little foam applicator for touch-ups, but I actually purchased the Honest Beauty liquid foundation brush. So that's what I wanted to use with this. We'll see how it goes. You guys know I usually like to do a layer of foundation with a brush, and then I like to go ahead and go over that with a sponge after. So I'm just gonna go and take this brush directly into the foundation. I don't really know how to do this. I feel like that's probably enough. And we're gonna start to work this into the skin. Okay, it's a little bit lighter. I probably could have gotten away with one shade darker, but I feel like sometimes with fair foundations, a lot of times I end up going with the wrong shade for me because the undertone of the darker shade is pink and I don't wanna look pink. So I would rather have a lighter shade and warm it up with bronzer than try to fix a pink foundation. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't This is scratchy. I'm not into that. Maybe it's really meant for liquid foundation, not cream, but I thought maybe it would work with this. I'm just gonna go in with a sponge directly into the cream foundation now, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to work this in the skin using the sponge. I'm not sure how I feel about this cream formula. It is really hard for me to work with. It seems to be gathering in certain areas on my face, and then when I try to blend it out, it picks up the product. I don't know if you can really see what this is looking like. I'll definitely film myself in front of a window when I'm done applying the makeup so you guys can see what this is looking like. I was hoping that it would be a little bit more buttery so that it would blend out into the skin a little easier than this. I feel like I can see this on the skin, and I'm not somebody who needs an invisible foundation. Like, obviously I love a good full coverage foundation, but I at least want it to look nice on the skin, not look like something's actually just hanging out on top of my face. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this at all. Uh-oh. I'm also going to just take my finger and I'm gonna use that to conceal the under eye area because they don't make concealers. I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be designed to act as a concealer as well, and you can build up coverage where you need it. This is making my skin look really bad though, and I take good care of my skin. I know my skin isn't perfect, but I don't have this many visible problems without the makeup. Like, I feel like my skin looks better without this on, which is saying something for me because I do like to wear foundation. I do like to have a more even skin tone. I hope you guys can see that. Can you see what's happening here? Why does it look like I'm so dry on my cheeks? I'm not. Oh, I hope we can recover from this because the primers felt nice, but this foundation is not doing the primers any justice. If you can't tell, I'm kind of mad at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they didn't have a bronzer, I thought. I actually purchased what I thought was a highlighter in 2 shades, and I bought the lighter shade because I'm fair-skinned. And then I watched an Honest Beauty video later, and they have a luminous bronzer that was on the same page as the highlighter, so I got confused. I didn't pick that up. I'm just gonna use my Milk Makeup Bronzer. This is not a clean beauty brand, but it's a cream product, so I thought, you know, I might as well try to use some creams over the cream foundation and see what happens. So I'm just gonna warm up the complexion using this. This is a product that I love. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the perimeters of the face, along the forehead, along the cheeks. Oh, my foundation looks awful. You guys, I'm going into this open-minded as well because yes, these products have clean ingredients, but I also feel like there's so many new clean beauty brands that are coming out on the market that are creating top-notch quality products that look as good as and sometimes better than your high-end makeup products, and this is just not doing it for me. I feel like it's gonna be hard for me to gain an opinion on the other products so far if I hate the way my foundation looks. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. I was actually super excited about this Cream Cheek blush. This came in several shades. The one I picked up is Peony Pink, and I think it's so pretty. Look at this. I think this will be nice, hopefully. So I'm just gonna take the bottom of my sponge and I'm going to dip that into the pan, pick up some product. I'm gonna smile and apply this to the apples of the cheeks. Okay, that's pretty. And this seems to be smoothing out the skin more than that foundation did. I feel like that helped everything underneath kind of smooth out a little bit. I can still see the areas where the foundation is clumping together, but I do feel like that formula was much easier to work with and it has a lot of pigment, so I think that's pretty. I really like that blush so far. We will see at the end though how we feel about everything. Okay, so I got a cream highlighter as well. This is the Magic Beauty Balm Stick. This is made with a blend of fruit and botanical oils plus mica for some shimmer. It's supposed to just be like a nice dewy highlighter. It says that you can use this liberally everywhere on your cheekbones, eye area, or without makeup. You can also put it on your cuticles and dry, rough skin. Okay, how do I do this? Do I just press it onto the skin? It's not an intense highlight. It's definitely more of a balm, and the sheen of the balm formula is what's gonna give you that reflectiveness. I mean, like, you might as well just use a lip balm on your face. Do you see this, you guys? I mean, I guess I can see a little bit of a radiance to the cheeks, which is pretty, but I just don't know if like you would need to buy this to achieve that same look. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Honest Beauty Invisible Blurring Loose Powder, And this is in the shade Translucent. Oh, it has the same packaging as like Thrive Cosmetics, where it has the thing that opens and then you have a little mesh wall there to keep the powder in. I really like that packaging. Let's see. This is a very like yellowy tinted powder, but it says it's translucent, so let's hope that it doesn't tint the skin. I'm going to try to pat out the lines underneath the eyes. Oh my word, I do not like how that looks. And I'm going to try to set that with powder. Tinting it yellow. Smells like a campfire. Weird. This says it's supposed to help blur and mattify the skin. It's formulated without talc. It says it leaves no traces of creasing or caking and can be used for midday touch-ups to mattify the skin. Okay. Good to know. At this point, I can't tell if I like the powder or not because it's setting down the foundation that looks crazy on my face. I do feel like it definitely mattified the skin. It made it feel smooth in the areas that I applied it. I don't know. Let's see, how much was this? The price range of this brand is really interesting because it's not like drugstore price, but it's also not always high-end price. Some things get up there. This powder is $20. So yeah, it's not like a $40 powder you would buy at Sephora. It's half the price. I'm on the fence about that. Oh, this is such a weird review. Okay, maybe everything will come together with the eyeshadow. I picked up the Honest Beauty Get It Together eyeshadow palette, and it looks really nice. It has a mirror inside. All these shadows, yes, I did dip my fingers into them when I opened the box, but this came like a couple weeks ago, so I don't even remember how the swatches went. You have a nice matte cream shade, you have a matte black. I think this is supposed to be more designed for daytime on this half, and then this half is more like nighttime colors. Obviously, there's no rules around that. You could wear nighttime colors during the day and vice versa. Okay, so there are shade names. I'm gonna take this shade right here called Soft Bronze, and I'm going to start to work that into the crease. Oh wow, okay, that has some pigment, doesn't it? Wow, that's like way more pigmented than I was expecting. So I'm just gonna continue to buff this into the eyes and blend it out toward the outer corner. And I'm also just gonna take what's left on the brush and buff it underneath the eyes, just to help define that area as well. Wow, that's really pigmented. I'm actually impressed at how well that shows up on the eyes. I really want to use this golden shade right here. That is called Strobed Champagne. Hopefully I'm reading the names correctly. I'm just going to apply this with my finger, and I'm going to put it all over the lid. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh yes, that's pretty. Wow, I actually love that color. It is so pretty, and it has a little bit of glitter in it, which I love because it adds something extra to the eye. I'm gonna take a little bit of that same gold shade and just dust it underneath the eyes, just to kind of mimic the same thing that we have going on the top lid. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade right here, and I'm just gonna add that right here on the eyelid to start to blend that gold shade out a little bit better into the outer corner, because I do want to go into this shade right here, which looks like a dark brown. It kind of looks similar to the black shade, so I'm a little confused, but I'm assuming that when you blend it out, it'll look more brown than black. I'm just gonna add that to the outer corner of the eye to add a little bit of definition. And I'm gonna pinch the brush and just add that same shade, whatever's left on the brush, right here to the outer corner, and then just connect that with the existing shadows. I'm just gonna take the brush that we used with the translucent powder and dust away any fallout. So I remember them saying that you could use these wet or dry. So I just wet the brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm applying that same coppery gold shade to the lid. I definitely feel like that intensifies it even more. Ooh, that's super pretty. I'm gonna take what's left and just intensify the lower lash line as well. Wow, I'm actually like really impressed with how foiled this looks. If you have sensitive eyes and you've had a hard time finding good eyeshadow palettes, this might be one for you. Obviously, we'll do the wear test. We will see, but that is really, really pretty. Okay, I also remember my sister really loving the mascara. It comes with a primer and mascara in one wand. This is just called, what is it called? Extreme Length Mascara and Lash Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the primer first. I do really like to use lash primers. I think it makes such a difference. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes here to really work this primer into the lashes. And I'm going to apply it to both the top and bottom lashes. I'm really trying to make sure that I coat every lash. What does this claim to do? Okay, brush primer on upper lashes evenly. Wait 30 seconds before applying mascara to upper and lower lashes. Oh, was I not supposed to put primer on the lower lashes? I don't know. So it seems like this is supposed to be more of a lengthening mascara versus a volumizing mascara. I think it's been about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go into the mascara side of the wand, and I'm just going to apply this to the top lashes. Ooh, wow, I really like that. Can you see the difference? Hopefully you can. Obviously, my lashes are naturally long, but I will say I really like the brush on this, and I do feel like it's allowing me to get some separation as well as length in the lashes, and it's like kind of a silky formula, so I feel like it glides on the lashes really nicely without it getting clumpy. Okay, this stuff is bomb. I hope that it wears well, because if there's any smudging and flaking with mascara, I just can't deal with that. But hopefully this doesn't smudge or flake, and this would be amazing if it didn't. Really, really into this mascara. All right, so far Honest Beauty really has nailed the eye products. That eyeshadow is super vibrant. I really liked how it blended out. This mascara made my lashes look massive, which I love. Let's try the powder luminizer. I know we already have the balm on the skin, but I really did want to try this out. This is the Luminizing Glow Powder in the shade Midnight Reflection, and it's a really pretty baked powder. I hope it's pretty on the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and dip my highlighting brush into this, tap off the extra, and let's see what this does. Ooh, you guys. So I'm trying to ignore the patchy foundation underneath. But what I am noticing is that this is creating a really nice, subtle, but natural glow. Yes, I love highlighters like this. I'm really hoping that this wears well, because that is pretty. That like kind of saved the complexion. I mean, I don't know if we could save it completely, but it helps. It helps distract from everything else. That is nice. They only had one shade of highlighter. I don't know if this would look amazing on medium or deep skin tones. I can't really tell on my skin because it's kind of blending into my skin tone. I can't tell if it's a sheer formula to where it might work on all skin tones. I honestly don't know. I wish they would have 3, because usually one highlighter shade does not flatter every skin tone. But this formula seems really nice. Again, the foundation's kind of throwing me off underneath, but I'm trying to look past that. And if I look past that, I really like the glow that that gives. Okay, we have some hopeful products. I feel like it started out kind of bad with the foundation, but now I'm kind of a little more hopeful. I'm gonna take this same exact highlighter and I'm going to apply it to the inner corners of the eye. To me, this step is key in any makeup look. It just really helps pull the entire eye look together. And I'm also gonna take a little bit and apply it underneath the brow bone. I don't know if it was the powder or what, but I feel like the blush kind of faded. So I'm gonna try to apply a little bit more on top of what we have going on. I don't know if that's a terrible idea or not. Could be. We're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna add a little bit more blush. This blush is really pretty. It looks nice and fresh. I feel like it kind of is a little bright for the smoky eye we have going on, but oh well. I'm going to wipe off any foundation that got on the lips. I'm looking at my complexion and I'm just thinking I need more bronzer. I almost wish I would have picked up that luminous bronzer. I wish I would have known, because the formula of the highlighter is really beautiful. I'm gonna go into the Maybelline City Bronzer, and I'm just gonna add a little more warmth to the skin, because we've got to distract from the patchiness underneath. Okay, I think that helped a little bit. I picked up 3 different formulas of lip color. They have a Demi Matte Crayon, a Lush Sheer Crayon, and also a Tinted Lip Balm. We're gonna try all 3, and maybe I'll alternate between all 3 today. This is the Tinted Lip Balm. Let's start with this. I got mine in the shade Summer Melon. They have lots of different shades in these formulas. I just didn't want to buy like the full range, so I only picked up 1 shade of each, because I thought, you know, if I like it, I can always go back and purchase more. Might as well just start with 1. Wow, I'm loving how that feels on the lips, you guys. Whoa, it really smooths over all of my lip lines. That color is beautiful, and it feels so nice on the lips. Ooh, I'm excited about these. I think these are some of their new lip products. Ooh, that's good. I'm excited. Okay, let's try the other one on. I might end up wearing that one because it feels so nice on the lips. Okay, next we're gonna try the Demi Matte Crayon. No, let's do the sheer one. I got the sheer lip crayon in the shade Sheer Blossom. So let's see what this one does. So this is a slightly thicker formula than the Tinted Lip Balm. It's a little bit more tacky on the lips, still comfortable. It definitely gives a nice sheer coverage. However, the color is really there. I like that. I love how smooth my lips look. Is it coming across on camera the way it is in person? Like, I'm loving how smooth my lips look so far with those 2 products. This one also feels really comfortable, but again, slightly heavier and not as slick as the lip balm. All right, now we're gonna go into the Demi Matte Lip Crayon, and I picked this one up in the shade Melon. It just looked like a fun, bright summer shade, or spring shade, I guess. Ooh, this one's nice and pigmented. So this is Demi Matte, so it's not gonna be drying, I'm assuming. So I don't know if that really dries down any more than this. I'm obsessed with the color, and I do feel like that also really smooths out my lips. These lip products seem really promising. I'm interested to see how long they wear. They're not marketed to be long wearing products. I definitely feel like there's some that I would throw in my purse and then apply throughout the day. But so far, I'm really impressed with all three of the formulas. This is super pretty. I feel like I was the most shocked about the lip balm. I think I'm gonna keep this one on, and we're gonna see how this one wears. When it wears off, we'll apply the other one, and then when that wears off, we'll apply the tinted lip balm. But I feel like we may have found some winners with these lip balms, my friends. Or lip products, I guess. I'm just buffing away any mascara marks underneath the lash line. Okay, I'm obsessed with that highlighter, you guys. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to put it on my hand so that I can see what it looks like on skin so that we can figure out if this is gonna look good. Ooh, do you see that? It's just so subtle, which I personally really, really like on an everyday basis. I'm into that. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do a wear test. We're gonna see how this all looks throughout the day. I already am not a fan of the foundation. Maybe by some miracle, it will look better as I wear it. I have no idea. But I really want to see how this mascara wears, if there's any flaking there. I want to see if my skin gets dewy or oily since we did apply those primers. I just want to see overall what happens. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot to show you. I also picked up the Honest Beauty Magic Beauty Balm. This is also one of their best-selling products, I believe, and I think that it's an award winner too. This is supposed to just be really great for applying everywhere. You can use it as a highlighter, on the cheeks if you want to. Right now, I really like this, so I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm pretty sure you can apply it to the lips as well. You can apply it to the cuticles. I'm just gonna apply it to my cuticles right now so that we can at least try it somewhere today. But I love having these kinds of lip balms, especially to just throw in your purse in case your lips are dry or if you want to add a little bit more glow to the skin. It creates a really nice, like, expensive looking glow on the cheeks when you have a balm. So I'm excited about this one. Almost forgot to tell you guys about it. Okay, let's see, what time is it? Well, where did my day go? It's currently 2:52 p.m., so almost 3. I'm gonna wear this as long as possible. Right after this, I'm gonna find a window so you guys can really see the texture of the foundation. But overall, to be honest, when I step back, ignore the splotchy foundation, like with that forgotten about, I really like how it looks. Like the pink on the cheeks is beautiful. This lip color is amazing. The eyeshadow is really, really nice. So yeah, if the foundation was like better, I feel like I would be really into it. You know what I feel like they should come out with is a tinted moisturizer. That would make more sense to me for the brand, having something a little bit more sheer coverage with clean ingredients, and then maybe trying to make a concealer for those who want extra coverage. I don't know, I just found the cream foundation really difficult to work with, and I've worked with a lot of foundations. It could just be me. I almost felt like I needed to drop like some oil in it. Maybe I'll try that sometime. Maybe I'll drop a little marula oil in there sometime and just see if that helps create a better finish. All right, you guys, I'm just gonna go on with my day and I will see you in a little bit so you can see what this looks like in natural light, and then we're gonna do some check-ins throughout the day and I will share with you my final thoughts at the end of the video. So I will see you guys in a second. All right, you guys, so this is right after filming. I'm standing by my window. From far away, you're probably like, wow, your complexion looks great. No, look at this. Let's see if we can, hello, we're getting real close. Do you guys see what's happening? Do you see the separation here? And it's just emphasizing any dryness that I have on my face. I don't even think my face is super dry, but clearly it's more dry than what I thought. The eyeshadow looks really, really nice. Again, I really like how the lip products look. I love that highlighter so much. I definitely think there's some hits for me. I'm gonna gain the rest of my opinion as the day goes on so I can really tell you what's worth it. I do feel like there's some hits and there's some major misses so far. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna continue going throughout the day and I will see you guys in my next check-in. Hello friends, it is currently 5:30. I wanted to do a checkup right now because something crazy is happening. I feel like this foundation has melted into the skin way better than it was before. I'm not saying that it looks incredible. You can still see the patchiness around my nose and under my eyes for some reason, but the areas on the cheeks, I don't know if like the warmth of my skin throughout the day has just kind of melted it. It's looking really nice, like way nicer than it was when I started. Again, it's not like my favorite thing ever, but I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys. I haven't touched up the lip color at all, and that's what it looks like. It's kind of fading, but it's been a couple hours. So yeah, I really just wanted to show you because that's really interesting. I like the finish of the foundation right now. It doesn't look too oily. It doesn't look too dry in most areas except for my under eye area. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting and I wanted to tell you. So I'm gonna keep going about my day and I'll see you again in a little bit. All right, you guys, I am back. It is currently 12:40. So that means that I've been wearing this makeup for around 9 hours, right? Did I do the math right? Okay, so let's go through the products and talk about how I feel. Here is what the makeup looks like right now. I'm noticing it's looking funny here still. The thing is, it didn't like turn into that. It's been looking like that since the beginning. Starting with the primers, I'm excited to keep trying these primers. I'm especially excited about the Honest Beauty Everything Glow Primer. Guys, please excuse these two nails. I was doing an unboxing upstairs and these are the Impress press-on nails. I'm trying them out for the first time. Anyways, I was opening a box and I guess my nails got caught. So I opened it and it kind of went like this and my two nails go flying across the kitchen counter. So yeah, I'm gonna take these off tonight and probably paint them. But yeah, we had a little mishap. I think I'm most excited about this because of the way the foundation applied today. I'm a little bit confused as to if I like the primers or not. So I'm gonna keep giving these a go. I like the fact that they have cleaner ingredients so that I can feel comfortable putting them on my skin if I have a breakout or something like that. I like brands like that, like a Bare Minerals, for example, where I know that I can put it on my skin and it's not gonna irritate it further in case I do have an active breakout. So I'm excited about this. Mattifying primers aren't always my favorite. Sometimes they tend to make my face even more oily, but I'm definitely gonna keep trying these out. All right, let's talk about the Everything Cream Foundation. I am so confused about this, you guys. As I said in the check-in, somehow everything seemed to mesh a little bit better into the skin as the day went on. I really like the finish of this. I don't feel like my face is overly oily. A lot of times with certain foundations, I do my check-ins without touching up and it's like, whoa, a little too shiny. I'm not mad at the shine. I feel like it just looks glowy. There's a little bit of extra oil there, but I'm so confused by this. I don't know if it's because this was in my basement, which is pretty cold. I don't know if I need to like have it in a warmer climate for it to melt a little bit more so that I can blend it out. Like, I don't know if it just needed to be warmed up because it seemed like as I wore it throughout the day, maybe my face just naturally warmed it up. It looked way better than it did when I first applied it. Based off of my first impressions, I absolutely hated this foundation. But then as I wore it through the day, I liked it better. I've never had that happen before, so I'm just honestly really confused, honestly. And I never thought I would say this, but I do think I'm gonna give this another go just because of how it wore today. Like, I'm just curious. I wanna see if I'm doing it wrong. I wanna see if I need to mix an oil in there, if I need to prep the skin a different way, because there's certain areas of my face that I really like how it looks. I would have normally just given up on this, especially after how it looked, but I think I'm gonna give it another go. I'm not recommending it to you guys right now, so just hold off on this one. If for some reason I figure it out, I will come back to you guys and let you know. It's one of the strangest foundations I've ever tried though. Okay, so the powder, I don't know. I really like the packaging. It's very similar to Thrive Cosmetics, which I love that packaging. So A+ on that. It kind of has a funny smell and it does tint the face a little bit darker. It says it's translucent, but there's definitely a yellow tint to it. I don't know if it's a memorable product for me. I know that this has clean ingredients, but maybe in the back of my mind, I'm comparing it to the Lawless Translucent Powder. That is a little bit more pricey than this one, but it is a clean beauty brand, and that translucent powder is one of my holy grails up with any other translucent powder. It just so happens to be a clean beauty brand. So I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna forget about this product, which tells me I'm not gonna recommend this one to you guys. The blush. I'm actually really surprised at how long wearing this blush is. I'm super excited about it. I really like this color. I don't think I own this color, and I'm really excited to wear it on top of a foundation that makes my skin look nice. I do feel like this had a really nice finish to it. It's lasted all day beautifully. I haven't touched up once. I'm very excited about this. If you are a cream blush lover and maybe you want something that's gonna have better ingredients for you, I definitely would say to check this out. So far so good. I'm happy with the color. I'm happy with the longevity. So this is staying on the desk. I think I'm gonna pass on the Magic Beauty Balm Stick. It just kind of seemed like it does the same thing that this could do as far as a highlighter goes. So I don't think that this is an essential thing for you to own in your makeup collection. And yeah, it just wasn't like revolutionary in my opinion. So I'm probably gonna pass this on. I need to continue to try this. I'm gonna definitely keep it on my desk because I love to have something like this to just put on my lips if they're dry. And I also do want to try it on the cheeks at some point. So I'm gonna keep this here. I know I didn't really get too much use out of it today, but this is one of their best selling products, I'm pretty sure. So I do want to keep trying that out. The eyeshadow palette, I was actually pleasantly surprised about this palette. It's lasted really nicely on the eyes. The color selection isn't like incredible in my opinion. They're really nice neutral colors. I do feel like this is a really nice palette for the average everyday woman. Most of us are comfortable with these kinds of eyeshadow colors, so I can appreciate that about the palette. I do really like how there's a mirror in here. This gold shade is really pretty. I will say I've noticed the glitter fallout underneath the eyes, which isn't the best, but I feel like this is a good option for you if you're somebody who has really sensitive eyes and you need something that has better ingredients for you. This is a pretty fair price point. I believe this is $20. My other favorite clean beauty eyeshadow palette is from Lawless as well. That's definitely higher in price. So if you don't want to fork out that much money for a palette, but you want something with a clean formula, I definitely would say you should check this one out if you're interested in the colors. The mascara, I am really happy to report that there has been no smudging or flaking, which is my #1 pet peeve with mascaras. I really do like how there's a primer and mascara all in one tube. I find that primers really do help the lashes look better, but sometimes when I have a separate primer, I find myself not always putting it on just because it's an extra step to find the primer sometimes for me. So I do like that the packaging allows you to have both in one at all times. I really like the effect that this gave on my lashes. I do feel like they look really long. Yes, my lashes are naturally very long, but I will say that I really liked what this did to my lashes, and I feel like if you're looking for a good lengthening mascara, this might be one for you. It gave a little bit of volume as well. I'm somebody who is obsessed with like a super clumpy, voluminous lash as well, so this might be a mascara that I reach for on a more everyday basis. I'm gonna keep it on my desk and I'm gonna see if I keep reaching for it, but I definitely did like this mascara. I think it's really nice and it didn't smudge or flake, which is always a plus. So I think the thing that I'm most excited about that really shocked me was this Midnight Reflection Luminizing Glow Powder, the highlighter. Oh my goodness, I love this so much, and I think it's because I'm somebody who really likes a more natural glow sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love a good beaming highlight, but there's an occasion for that. On a day-to-day basis, I really just want my skin to look glowy and radiant and not like overpowered by a highlight, and this did that for me today. I kept seeing my reflection when I walked by mirrors, and it just made my skin look so naturally glowy. I am so excited about this. The only thing is I wish they had more shades. They do have one darker shade that I feel like would be really beautiful on deeper skin tones. If you're a medium skin tone, I don't know how well this would look on you, and I don't know if the darkest one would be too dark on you. So I wish they would make one in between. I think that'd be perfect. Okay, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything before we talk about the lip products. I did just barely add the tinted lip balm on my lips. I didn't get a chance to wear this all day today. I let the matte crayon wear off and then I applied the sheer crayon, so I kind of have an idea of how those wear. I didn't get a chance to put this on for longer than a few minutes, but let me tell you, I love how this tinted lip balm looks on my lips. And I love how it feels too. I really feel like I'm gonna keep buying more of these. And I feel like this color is so pretty. I know my smoky eye is kind of clashing with this baby pink lip, but I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna keep this on my desk as well. I feel like they really knocked the lipstick category out of the park. I was really impressed with all three of the formulas. The Demi matte lipstick lasted a very long time on the lips. It wore off really beautifully. I have nothing bad to say about it. The sheer formula was really beautiful as well. So if you're into that, I would definitely recommend this. It wore off beautifully. And then this, I think this might be my favorite. I think this is their newest product. I could be wrong, but I just love how smooth my lips look. And it feels so lightweight on the lips. I'm super excited about their lip products. So before I close the video, I did want to try out their blotting papers because I bought them. And I usually like to show you guys what the makeup would look like if I were to touch it up throughout the day. I'm actually impressed at how balanced everything looks considering how long I wore everything. Okay, so here are the blotting sheets. I feel like blotting sheets look kind of weird. Like when you blot your face, it can get kind of creepy. But I want to see how well these work. Oh, please excuse the oil on my face. Okay, maybe I'm more oily than I thought. Hey, I feel like those actually really did a nice job at picking up any of the excess oil. The foundation already looks bad, so there's not much we could do there. Do you guys see how it's clinging to certain areas on my face? Yeah. So yeah, that completes my first impressions video on Honest Beauty. I'm so shocked at this brand. I feel like there are a couple products that I really think need to be talked about way more. So I will definitely start doing that, and I will definitely start using some of my favorites that I tried out today in future videos. And then there were also some solid misses in this video. And at the same time, I'm still so curious to see if I can make that foundation work. So I'll keep you posted. If any of you guys have tried that foundation, because I know it's been around for a long time, let me know your thoughts. Is there a certain way that you apply it that works for you? Because if so, let me know. Also, let me know if there's other brands out there that don't really get reviewed much that you would want me to do a video on. I feel like this is really fun for me to discover things that not that many YouTubers talk about. So if there's any other brands like this that you would like to hear more about, comment that down below as well. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love to have you join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and if you're already a subscriber but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when I upload, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye!